Hey there. Welcome to this training session on collaboration in and across teams. I'm Candace, from the Skill Lake team, here with my colleague, William.
Hi, glad you all could make it.
Please come in.
Please.
When we enter a workplace, we step in as lone individuals, but over time, we interact with peers, work groups, and customer groups. And as our careers progress, it becomes clear that most work is best accomplished by the power of others.
Yeah, I've come to realize that, so learning effective group and team communication skills boosts your success and the success of your organization.
In this discussion, we will identify ways to collaborate in business within and across multiple teams.
We will also discuss the roles and types of teams in workplace communication, the strategies for working in collaborative projects, the best practices in workplace etiquette.
Organizations have both groups and teams. A group is formed around a common interest or purpose with the goal of sharing information, but with no collective accountability. For example, social clubs or volunteer efforts.
A team's focus is collective performance, with both individual and mutual accountability. For example, all people who work in flight operations constitute a group, but the people from each functional department who meet regularly to standardize respective procedures are a team.
Next up, let's explore different types of teams, their purposes, and most common communication issues. First, let's talk about cross-functional teams. These teams have members from across the different functional areas of an organization. They are typically permanent or long-standing. And the strength of the team lies in its members' different functional backgrounds and skill sets.
And to add to that, here's an example. A team may be composed of representatives from sales, cabin crew, flight operations, and finance. Sales and cabin crew interact with clients and can easily specify client requirements. Then the technical team and finance can review their viability.
Now let's see what a task force is. In reaction to an event, we usually form a task force, with experts or specialists for analyzing, investigating, or solving that specific problem. And once the job is done, it is disbanded. Goal of a task force is to offer solutions, support, and put preventive measures in place. Virtual teams are individuals working together with a common purpose, but in different locations. And the team members may be in various time zones or organizations.
And remember that working across cultures can be challenging, since collaborating with team members from different cultures means possibly encountering different leadership styles and decision-making processes.
A self-managed team is a group of employees that are responsible and accountable for all or most aspects of generating a product or delivering a service. It's like a mini company within a larger organization. Along with performing tasks based on skill or functional department, this team carries out supporting tasks too. It's understood that teams are made of humans, and they express behaviors that are both beneficial and detrimental to their teams.
That makes sense, but have you noticed that team members are often mutually supportive and report greater job satisfaction?
According to Lafasto and Larson when teams work best, there are 4 aspects of a good relationship. For a constructive relationship, there must be mutual understanding between both parties. It also takes time to develop trust and be open with others. Productive relationships are important because if the relationship between 2 individuals on a team is not productive, the team will be affected. It is important to focus on and understand another person's perspective. It is also important for us to be understood and validated as well. By working on improving through self-correction, you are developing trust and mutual understanding among the parties involved. Teams bring together people with diverse skills to discover new approaches and create something that no individual could do alone.
That sounds exciting. Communication is higher in teams and members enjoy the social support for difficult tasks, improving morale and motivation.
Building teams results in efficiency in development plus improved product and service quality. Teams can analyze and identify dependent tasks in a nonlinear process, sometimes realizing startling improvements. Another advantage of teams is social cohesion. It is the willingness of members of a society to cooperate with each other to survive and prosper. Collective efficacy is the team's belief that its members are capable of organizing and working together to reach its goals. And this is a bit of a balancing act. When the goal is just right, difficult but not impossible, the team will believe it can reach the goal only if it works hard together, and everyone will then put in the effort. Here are 4 roles that no team should be without. 1. A leader. A leader can keep the team focused, mediate conflicts, and ensure that individuals are held accountable.
A note taker or scribe, by documenting and distributing notes from each meeting. The scribe can keep all members of the team equally informed.
Lessons learned tracker. Assign one person to document everyone's observations and opinions. This can keep a team productive by not repeating past mistakes.
Devil's advocate. A devil's advocate is a person who brings up alternatives or objections to others' ideas.
Assigning such a role can make the team more objective and reduce problems like groupthink. There are also many problems that hinder good group dynamics. The key to combating these challenges is to identify them. Dealing with different personalities and personal agendas is a common challenge. Others are as follows. Well, the first challenge that hinders good group dynamics is poor leadership.
Lack of focus can make a team just a group of individuals. Keeping teams on task by assigning roles and enforcing accountability is a good solution.
Dominant personalities are difficult to deal with. The loudest voice doesn't always have the best ideas. Sticking to an agenda, establishing protocols during meetings, and having an effective leader can be used to combat this. Bad communication leads to a team being unproductive and ineffective. By using a scribe and lessons learned tracker, a team can be kept up to date and in the loop. Groupthink is simply going along with the team on a decision because that seems to be the consensus and they want to avoid conflict. Having a strong devil's advocate will help reduce the chances of groupthink. Social loafing is when one or more group members fails to do their fair share of work. And there are two main consequences. The free rider effect is when one or more team members does not put in their share of the work, assuming others will cover their shortfall. The other is the sucker effect, where other team members reduce their effort in response to the free rider's behavior. That brings us to the end of this set of topics. See you in the next video.